It's time. Are you the age of 17 to 20 years old and you always wonder what you gonna do? Are you gonna go to college? Are you gonna just play sports? Or you gonna just get your job? Or you gonna try to find you a career to get into or tap into a trade? Or you just don't know what you gonna do. And you already not been through 12 years of school here in America and you still don't know what your purpose is for the rest of your life. That don't make logical sense to me. Even when I was younger, I knew I wasn't going to college before I graduated high school because I was an entrepreneur with my dad. I had my own business before I got out of school. And even then, I knew I wanted to control my time and my money, and a job just don't offer you that here in America. You're gonna either trade your time for the dollar bill, and that's the way this system works. And I wasn't happy with any part of that. Now, I ain't saying it's a bad system. Simple fact, my mom spent 30 years in one company and she got up at 4 o'clock every morning, got the kids ready to go to school, five of us, five. And she had to clock in by 7 o'clock that morning. 30 years. Can you imagine that? And not only that, I always thought school was a daycare center because within them 30 years, and I was in school, my mom got us up and shipped us out the house to the school system. And that never made sense to me from a perspective of a family. And that's why I always wanted to control my time and money. That's why I knew something wasn't right with this system at a right young age of 10 years old. And now here I am, proud to have a business called the Edify to Unify to help people from 17 to 20 tap into their purpose and build that foundation sooner than later. And by the time they reach the age of 26 years old, we want them to have over $1 million worth of assets in place. So once they do get out in the marketplace, they will have some great value that we're going to bring out of them. And they can put that out in the marketplace. With that kind of value, they going to be a lot more fulfilled inward. They're going to be a lot more productive in life. And that's what life is all about. That's why I love what we do here. 1720 is a very impactful financial program, especially when you at that ripe age and you really don't know what you want to do, why you doing what you're doing. Help you tap into your purpose so we can add value to that so you can put it out in the marketplace. Once you understand that, you'll realize that your life have a lot more value than you can ever imagine. And mom, dad, tap into the MMF also because the MMF is a great program that can help you get that foundation laid and help you tap into your purpose and make your time more valuable and your time to get some of that bad time you not lost like myself. And I love where I'm at in life now, man, because now I got the ability to help tap into the future and help them find the value from within. Because the 1720 is an all around great impactful program. Even if you got kids from pre-K all the way up to 17 years old, even from 17 to 26 years old, even up to retirement 65 to 70. 1720 cover all the bases because we definitely tap into your inner self. We definitely tap into your purpose. We definitely help you find out your true source inwardly and then put that value out in the marketplace. And then and only then, like I always say, you will be able to create that sustainable future that'll carry you through the rest of your life. So you will won't have to worry about the changes that gonna come because change happen. You can't control that. Time, you can't get that back. We show you how to get the most value out of the time. We show you how to be able to adjust to the changes that gonna come within the future. Because once you understand how your value comes and how you can put that to work for you out in the marketplace, you're gonna be amazed. You're gonna be amazed how much time that you spend doing nonsense, nonsense. But when you come out of the MMF, when you get through with the 1720 program, you're gonna have a lot more clarity. You're gonna have a lot more sense of urgency. You're gonna have a clear vision of why you here on this planet. and I can get excited about that. This is a whole new way how to tap into your future. This is a whole new way how to find out your true identity from the inside, how to tap into your destiny to give you that potential to live and get that dominion that you really lost. Because everybody on this planet looking for something they can't quite put their hands on it. But here at the Edify to Unify, we not mastered that when it comes to tapping into your inner self, finding your true value and putting value on it and putting it out in the marketplace. And only then you can create that true lifestyle that you deserve, that true freedom that you deserve. If this making sense to you, leave either you down in the comments. If you have kids, if you don't know how they gonna get where they want to go, if you want to know how they can tap into their true purpose or find their purpose at all, or you see that they lost or they have a great talent and you want to get them to the point where it's a purpose instead of just a talent, something that come easy for them. See, it's a lot going on when you definitely in a system that's not tapping into your inner self. And that's what separates Edify to Unify from anything else out there in the marketplace. We know how to bring the value out and put that out in the marketplace. And in turn, you'll be a lot more happy. You'll be a lot more fulfilled. You will have a lot more peace. You won't be going around stressed out, worried about this and that, losing your hair, worried about losing your job, your career, or your profession, because we know that gonna happen. Sooner or later, you're gonna have to leave. But when you tap into your inner self, when you tap into your purpose, you will never leave that. You'll be more complete in the inside. And in turn, you're gonna have more value out in the marketplace that any job would give you, that any profession would give you, than when any career would give you, because you tapped into your inner self to bring that value out. You didn't look outside yourself to become a doctor or a lawyer or a dentist or, in logistics or just to work a job at Publix or whatever the case may be. You are unique. You are the only one of your caliber here on earth. Wow. That's what we get excited about. That's what we want to bring out. That's why you need to tap into your inner self with Edify to Unify. Because I know when I was younger, it wasn't no job out there. And I always felt, you felt the same way. You deserve more, right? You felt like you wasn't getting paid what you was worth, right? If you still want to go through that pain, continue doing what you're doing. That won't let you down. That will make sure you get what you deserve, even though you do not want it. If this making sense to you, share the video. Like I always say, until next time, let's do it.